Welcome back to yet another tune-up episode. This one's a little bit of a different format. We're going to be trying out.
Why not?
Yeah, so let's get right into this. DP, I've noticed the Japanese car market, the JDM right-hand drive car market, is kind of crazy right now.
It's heating up, isn't it?
It is. Like, I'm always looking for cars. It's a bad habit of mine. And I've noticed in the past year, prices have skyrocketed, have soared, and I partially blame it to, the internet and Bring a Trailer kind of, setting records with like the Integra Type R.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing that set it off, and I think people are now looking at classic old Japanese cars as valuable, investments, and because of that, they're starting to grow. And the right-hand drive car market now is like, well, a car like a Supra, for example, that you'd usually buy for 50 grand ish US in the US. You could buy a right-hand drive one for like 20.
They were cheap here. They were like 10 grand here for a while.
5 years ago, you could buy a right-hand drive 6-speed Supra from like 10 to 15 grand.
Yeah, they were
US.
dirt cheap.
It was absolutely insane.
Why didn't we buy one? At the time, we thought, you know what? They're always going to be that cheap.
That's like my Porsche, exactly. I was like, Porsches are always going to be cheap. Who wants one? And now look at them, right? And that's kind of, to my point, I think what's happening is the, JDM car market is getting to that Porsche status where it's just like the prices are getting to the point where, I don't know, like, you guys tell me, is it worth it?
I mean, it's worth it if the market continues to grow. And I think that's a case of guys like you and I who have been around long enough can start to afford cars that we couldn't afford when we were younger. Those are like the 90s halo cars when I think the Japanese sports car scene was sort of in a golden age.
Right.
And because we weren't, guys were still too young to afford those cars, the values didn't rise. And now as we get older and have more disposable income, those cars are going to go up in value.
Right.
Just like the muscle car guys in their 60s and 70s are buying the cars from their youth, we want to buy the cars from our youth. And I think that trend will continue as long as there's not some kind of like global meltdown or something.
Right, and really there's no more production, so demand will go up. There's cars that are pretty rare out there. Like I mentioned, I think the Supras, like, I'll be honest, I want a Supra. I really want to buy a Supra.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
And the right-hand drive ones, like at the beginning of the year, they were in the 20s, and now they're like up in the 30s, 40s.
Yeah,
and that's for like automatics. NA Supras are selling for like mid-20s, which is just kind of insane to think that. And
it is.
I also believe that people are nervous that the prices are going to continue to go up, so they're paying these prices. And that really begs the question, are the cars really worth that kind of money? Like, when you start getting into 40, 50 grand, there's a lot of pretty damn good options out there.
There
right?
are. But a car's only ever worth what the market will pay for.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the market is going to open up once that whole 25-year thing in the U.S. allows guys to start bringing in these JDM 90s cars.
Yeah.
Like, we're at a 15-year law in Canada, so if the car's 15 years old or older, we can import it here. Gives us a 10-year head start on our American friends. So we can buy these cars now and sell them to our American friends in 10 years when that market will cause a spike in prices. I think it's inevitable.
And then we've seen that already with GT-Rs because our 32s, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you could buy them for like 10 grand all day long. Yeah. Like, they were beat up ones. Pristine ones, I think, still hold their value.
For sure.
But like the average one was pretty affordable, and now you look at them and because the U.S. has kind of opened up to that, it's going up. Like S13s were also, those things you could buy all day long for like $5,000 now, not so much anymore. And even like the cars that nobody wanted, like the Soarers, like the four-door sedans, those ones, because people want right-hand drive cars, are going up in value as well.
And the drift scene, I think, is driving that market to some extent too, right?
Yeah.
The Mark IIs.
Yep.
Those cars are super popular with drifters now. I think Adam LZ just picked one up.
I think so, yeah.
He got an Evo as well.
Yeah.
So, the popularity of these cars is not going away.
Yeah.
And with that 25-year law allowing some of those cars to start trickling into the States, I think for guys like us in Canada, we're smart to buy them now before the prices go up even more.
100%. I want an S15. I want a Supra.
Yeah. GT-R. Maybe an Evo 6.
Oh, I want an Evo 6.
7, maybe?
Evo 6 would be Evo 6
sick.
would be my go-to car.
Man,
So
there's so much good stuff out of
yeah, I mean, anyways, why don't you guys post in the comments what your opinion is on this whole market and the values? Are they crazy? Are they in line? And maybe let us know what car you guys would buy right now if you had the money.
Yeah, I'd love to know that too. And continuing the JDM theme, we have embarked on the build of a JDM engine, which is kind of special.
I'm pretty excited about this one. Yeah, we bought a junkyard EJ207 Subaru engine. We've been working with NV Auto on a lot of how-to videos that have done really well for us in terms of like leaky head gasket, how to set the timing. Subaru motors are complex to work on, but I know that there's a lot of do-it-yourselfers out there that want to work on them because you don't want to pay somebody to do it, which is completely fair. So with NV Auto, we are putting together a very cool video series sponsored by Valvoline on how to build an awesome EJ207 motor.
Yeah, it's a pretty serious build. It's got all kinds of goodies in it. So we're stoked to show you that soon. We don't know exactly when it's going to come out because there's still some editing to be done, but stay tuned for that.
Should be like a 4 or 5
really
part series,
Yeah, and then after that, I guess we got to put that engine in something.
That's right. So
maybe a new project coming down the pipe.
There will be a Subaru project.
Yes.
A lot of you have asked for that in the past, so that may happen, which would be pretty cool. I love Subarus. I think it'd be awesome to build one, even though like I'm an Evo guy at heart. I think they're awesome cars and they provide a ton of value for the performance, right?
Yeah. All right, Peter. Next up, we've got holiday gift ideas for car guys.
'Tis the season,
car enthusiasts, since we do have a few ladies that watch the channel. I got a message on Instagram the other day from a YouTuber in the UK who's a woman and saying, hey, I watch your channel and just want you to know the ladies are watching. So we know though, 3% of our viewers are ladies.
Well, you could check the analytics.
Exactly,
analytics. But thank you to the 3%. We do appreciate you watching very much.
The 3%ers matter around here.
100%.
So we'll call this gift ideas for car enthusiasts, not car guys. And I'll start it off with something I like to do. It's called reading. I know you're watching the internet right now, and so you're not necessarily a reading enthusiast, but books are still something that exists in the world. As a matter of fact, I will grab a few books right here. These are a few of my favorites. This is called Go Like Hell, and it is all about the battle between Ferrari and Ford back in the golden age of Le Mans in like the late 60s when Ford decided they were going to buy Ferrari to try to win Le Mans, and then Enzo Ferrari kind of screwed Ford over. So they decided, okay, we're going to beat you at your own game, and built the GT40 to win Le Mans. And it's about the whole drama that unfolds, and it's really a great read. Another favorite of mine is called Flat Out, Flat Broke. It's about Perry McCarthy, who is a Formula One driver from the 80s, and it's about his struggle to finance his journey into Formula One. And magazines are always a great idea for car enthusiasts, but rather than buying them like, you know, Car and Driver or Road and Track, which is really just if you're into new cars, I found this on the newsstand at our local like Indigo chapters. You'd find it in the States at what, Barnes & Noble or whatever they buy their books. But I really enjoyed this. It's a full history of land speed racing. And what struck my interest about it initially is when I popped it open, the first 2 or 3 cars that set the world record for land speed were electric cars.
Wow.
Not combustion cars. And we're talking like early 1900s. So electric cars are not a new thing. You know, we talk about Tesla, how it's revolutionizing the world and stuff, and how electric cars are starting to be thought of as not just efficient, but potentially fast and fun. And apparently they knew that 120 years ago. So yeah, I think this kind of like specialty magazine, which often comes out in the holiday season, is always a fun like stocking stuffer for the car enthusiast in your life. So other more practical ideas would be things like tire pressure gauges.
It's always a good one.
Great for the racetrack or great just for having the garage. We have our super fancy stacked digital gauge, but we just generally recommend for the racetrack to get a gauge with a big dial face on it that gives you an accurate reading. Like the little pen type ones are pretty useless. In the same vein, I really like my tire pump, my electric tire pump. So it's a cordless tire pump. It means you don't have to run a wire into the car to power it. You just charge it up at home, and the battery lasts quite a long time. It's got a gauge on it, so it tells you what it's, you know, what it's set to PSI wise. You can adjust it.
And what I really like about it is you can set it, walk away, and it hits the maximum pressure and then turns off, which is nice. So you don't have to like stand there constantly pumping, checking back and forth or whatever, watching the gauge.
Yeah, mine is from Slime, the unfortunate company name of slime, but I bought it on Amazon for, I think, about $50.
Yeah, we'll make sure to put descriptions down in the title
Yeah,
area.
it's been a really good, reliable
links.
pump for us. And,
Yeah.
I mean, other ideas would be things like racing shoes. I think any driving enthusiast appreciates a good pair of shoes for driving. So
100%.
tire covers are another good one too. If you're the kind of guy who takes wheels and tires to the track and back, loading them in and out of the car, your car gets dirty. So we picked up
We
a
have
set
that
of
struggle
Michelin
here,
ones.
yes.
Another one is the car cover idea.
Yeah.
We showed you guys our car cover collection in our How to Winterize Your Car video. And those car covers were on Amazon for like 35
$30. Yeah.
Crazy cheap.
It's $30 for the large. I think 35 for the extra large. And so far we've been using them for 6 months now, and they've been great.
Yeah. Onward?
All right.
Onward.
Yeah. Lastly.
I guess in the spirit of Christmas, we also like to give away things here
Yes.
occasionally. And we did our Turn 14 big prize pack giveaway in the previous tune-up episode.
Yep. Which is
And-
a long time ago. We apologize,
Yeah,
but
it's
these
been
are infrequent. It's
Yeah.
been a busy month.
We
couple
are busy.
months.
We are busy. So we did pick a winner who was Theo K. I'll just use his last initial for anonymity purposes. Out of Canada. He's kind of out in the Kingston-Brockville area. So he has a Subaru BRZ, and he won the radiator from Coilrad, the Radium catch can, and then the StopTech brake kit.
Yep.
And you actually delivered those goodies to his son, who was in Toronto,
Yeah.
I guess, going to university.
Exactly.
And his son
Makes
run
huge
them
there,
back to
yeah.
Theo at their, they have a country inn out that way. Looks
And
like,
a bunch of awesome cars.
oh my God, and a bunch of awesome cars. Yeah, Theo has a 1977 Toyota Hilux pickup truck.
I didn't even know those existed.
He bought it out of the States. It was apparently a work truck at an airport somewhere in the States, and he brought it
Super
up here,
cool.
and it
Yeah.
is mint. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And he also has an 84 Toyota Land Cruiser,
Oh, yeah, that
which he
thing's
imported from
mint.
Europe. I think he's
Wow.
originally from the Netherlands, and he imported it from the Netherlands when he moved to Canada. So he's a killer collection of cars.
True Toyota enthusiast.
True car enthusiast, so it was great to see him win these prizes. To continue the spirit of giving around here, we have some other stuff to give away. Pete, what is this stuff?
These are M2 machines. Cool little die-cast car company.
Oh,
They're
wow.
1/64 scale. They sent them to us and said, hey, why don't you give them away on your social media and in one of your videos? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure somebody would love these. These are super cool. This is like a 70 Fairlady Z.
Nice.
And look at
The hood opens?
The
Oh,
hood even
wow.
opens.
Fancy.
So it's super neat. Cool little collectibles.
Got a Hakazuka Skyline here.
Yeah, they've got
Pretty
all
cool.
kinds. There's like a VW bus, some muscle car stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A
Actually, really nice and detailed.
yeah, so we will give that away in the next episode. Maybe we'll split it into 2 giveaways. We'll give 3 away each.
Sure, that sounds
if you
good.
think of that.
Okay. And to win these, you obviously need to go to our website, speedacademy.shop,
Yep.
and sign up for our Hot Lap Club, which is basically just an email list where we will send you basically monthly emails, maybe bi-weekly at
yeah.
the most frequency, which updates you on what we're up to around here.
Exactly, yep.
If we have any like sales on our swag.
Or any deals on parts.
Deals on parts.
that we can pass down to you guys. So
Yeah, or if we're running an event that we want to notify you about, a lapping day or whatever,
Yep.
that's all in the newsletter. So it's painless.
Yep.
We don't sell your contact info to anybody else. It's
And you
just
can win some stuff. We also have a very special giveaway for all you Canadians. Those are skis and a snowboard from Toyo Tires.
oh wow.
Yeah, they've partnered up with the Canadian Freestyle Ski Association, and we're gonna give a set away to 2 of you.
So a set of skis and a snowboard.
That's correct.
Separate prizes.
That's correct.
That's pretty cool.
Should be really awesome. We're sorry for the American people that would love skis or a snowboard, but this one is just for the Canadians for once.
Once in a while, we got to have
That's
something
right.
for ourselves,
Just
right?
the homegrown people.
We're used to all these raffles online where it's like only eligible to Americans in the
48
lower
states.
48
Yep,
states.
yep.
So sorry, America.
Our turn.
It's our turn. But you know what? U.S. Olympic ski team, if you want us to give some of your stuff away, you know where to find us.
Exactly.
Hit us up on the internet. We'll give your stuff away. All right, Peter. We do have
One
an
last
actual
thing.
giveaway to do
Yes,
right now, don't we?
yes.
And that is a Speed Academy swag package that we announced in our previous tune-up episode. So we are going to select a winner from our Hot Lap Club list right now, which is up to 4,600 people. It's a
getting
good number of
big.
folks. So all I do is I take all your email addresses, I put it into a list randomizer, and I hit the randomize button, and whichever email address goes to the top of that list is our winner. So, boom, through the magic of the internet, our winner is Cooper W.
Sweet.
So we'll cross-reference him on our spreadsheet, and we'll see that Cooper W is a real human being with a Kia Soul.
2015 Kia Soul. All right, Cooper.
Lives in New York. So Cooper W, congratulations on your Speed Academy swag pack.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, I will email you to get your address, and we'll send you a selection of like a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a hat, some stickers, all the good stuff. So
cool little gift pack.
Yeah, we will say happy holidays to Cooper and to everyone else. Thank you guys for your support. We really do appreciate you watching us have fun here in our shop playing with all these cool cars. Hope you're following along with our drift builds. We are deep into that now, making progress on our E46 M3.
E46 is coming along. I'm excited.
I don't know.
It's just a shame that it's so cold outside, because we would have been out there drifting this thing to see how well it works, but sometimes that's how it goes.
You know what? In Canada, we do this thing called snow drifting. When the snow
not the
falls, we
same.
go out and drift. So
You can't drift this thing in the snow, too.
no, it's too nice. It's that Arizona
It's just
car.
going to spin around on those tires. So.
It's true.
But,
It's true.
you know, we've been kind of contemplating with the idea of once the E46 M3 is done, maybe we'll load these cars up on trailers and tow them down somewhere south and go play with a couple people down there. Like we mentioned in the past, maybe Adam LZ or even Jeff Stoneback.
Yep.
From Turn 14, he's up in the Philly area.
He's in the Philly area.
So he said it's not as bad in terms of winter. So anyways, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We will make sure that these cars do some skids and some drifting before the winter is over, one way or another, even if that means driving very, very far.